Namo Himalaya. Divine Vibrators, we are talking about the solar eclipse. So, the solar eclipse, along with the new moon portal, which is quite exactly very excited for it. And you could see the energies are spreading across the world, and so many unexpected things are happening around the globe. So, what does it mean? Are they using it in the wise direction or in the wrong direction? What do you comment on it? So it is all in the perspective. Maybe you could say no, they are using it in the wrong direction, but for them it's in the right direction. Now the question for you is how you are going to use them, these energy portals, for your own life to become the greatest version in this life birth and cut the life cycle and receive the moksha. So how are you going to play the game is the game here. This is a huge portal. The energies are very high, and as we all know, if your energies are high, and naturally you will tend to become more emotional, more sensitive even to the smallest things that happening in your life, and then you lose your intelligence. Is it true or not? Just review all the bad situations that you have crossed up, ending up in an argument. Those times your intelligence were absolutely zero and your emotional level was way high. So that you need to handle up during this portal. If you want to manifest beautiful things in your life, you have to balance the emotional things. You should know how far is your emotional quotient is. You should know that. Only then you will be able to navigate in a beautiful direction with this huge portal. If you want to travel in spirituality, if you want to travel in the light path, it's an amazing time. Why? Because when energies are high, especially in the new moon, full moon, these portals, they come like the Amazon Prime delivery. What? Yes, Amazon Prime delivery. It comes like that. They immediately start to deliver you whatever things you think of or you plan of. They're going to deliver you in those Amazon Prime deliveries. So be happy in the receiving end. Also, you should not forget that having an expectation, whatever you try to manifest in this portal, don't have an expectation. As you know how the law of attraction or law of assumption, whatever the thing is, you should not have expectation. So if you have expectation, which means that you are attaching with something, then you cannot detach, because you don't know how to detach from something. You know only to attach. You should know that alchemy. If you don't know, then you will be trapped. Even if some things are going to disappear, you should not question, you should not expect. Don't get into frustrated situations. This is not something like a scary movie. Let it happen. Everything happens for a reason. Without the consent of the God, without the consent of the Creator, nothing is happening here. Even an atom cannot move without the consent of the God. And now, if certain things are happening so weird across the globe, if it happens to affect you, that doesn't matter. It's okay. Just change with the change and move on. This portal is something very huge, and the people who wants to manifest for a bigger change, a change like where everyone sees that it's huge, what a big change you have, tremendous change you have made in your life, those people for sure they will work in this portal, and that you all will be witnessing during this portal. Already it is being started, but where are you up to is the question. You can also manifest in whatever things you want. But remember, God will give what you need. You are always clinging to the bucket list. Hopefully, your bucket list will not be more than 30 or 40 at some times. It keeps repeated based on the reality that you know your bucket list will be. But what God sees is that it's way beyond. He knows the best for you. Sometimes we do not get certain things in our life, and maybe our neighborhood can have that. So don't question why it was not given for me and why it was given for them. Don't keep comparing. Comparing will not lead you to manifestation at all, because it's a lower frequency you're vibrating, and you should not do that. Comparison is not a good one. So you need to work on. If you feel like jealous, to be frank, don't do that, because you are vibrating in a lower frequency by looking at something, and you will start to manifest very easily in steroids. Will be manifesting during this huge portal. You should be aware of it. So this is going to be a very short video though, such that you are aware of the energies that is actually wide open. The window is opening and you have to work on yourself. You should know what you want to do, what you need actually, rather than what you want, because what you need will exactly make you to lead in the right path than what you want. It's okay to be in a disturbance mode. Disturbance is something that when you actually find yourself, the true potential inside you will bloom out. That's what I see. Disturbance, chaotic, everything will lead to a calm mode. No storm will be like ever going on. It will stop, and there will be a calm state, a peace state. Whatever the wind blows in whatever kind of a speed it blows, yet it will stop one day. It will immediately stop too. Like that. If any situation you are going to cross up, that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the game. It is part of the cards that you are dealt with. Understand that. That's why we say keep surrender. Keep surrendering to the God is the biggest, it's the very easy trick for me. Any situation comes up, I just surrender. God, will you please come here and handle it up? I don't have any idea, because we have only 3 ideas to make a solution, but he has many things. He can do anything. He can do any miracles in just a fraction of a second, which you cannot do that. Now, for that case, that we are always insisting you to surrender to God and stay in the present moment in this portal. That's another very big, huge thing. I know it's a bit of it's not possible. It makes you to deviate. It makes you to drift away from the present, thinking of something. It could be happiness, it could be sadness, or whatever. But at least in this portal, make use of it and stay in the present moment. Because staying in the present moment, which means that you are focusing on what you want or what you need. And that will lead you to the exact path of the manifestation that you wanted forever, that you were wanting to manifest. Oh, that's nice, but how far have you been in that mode is the question. You switch to this frequency and next moment you switch to that frequency, and you keep confusing. The vibrations that you vibrate is not in a perfect congruent pattern with what you want. That's why you are not manifesting anything you want that easily. If things want to happen very easily and very soon in your life, and this is a huge portal, work along with the energies. And rest is with the God. Rest is with the God. Whatever He plans, He will execute in your life. Keep that always in your mind. Ever don't forget to be grateful for the breath you have. As you know, and I also knew, that certain people did not make it today, but you made it today and you are making it. You're still breathing. For what is the question? Why are you breathing? And why the breath for some people was taken away? Have you ever thought of it? Keep questioning the things around you, not like the things that is happening within your boundaries. It could be your environment, your family, your workplace, your friends, your relationships. That is not the boundary. You have a far boundary, but you are the one who's not ready to see it. You are the one who is not ready to see it. That's the main problem here. Once if you start looking at all the events, then you will know why is it happening and who is doing that, and you will not be becoming a prejudgmental one of judging things like whether it is good or bad, positive, negative impact. Nothing. Everything is happening exactly the way it has to happen. And why do you judge? You don't know who you are at all. You forgot who really you are. You don't know that you have a beautiful, enormous potential inside you, which is the infinite. You are the light particle, and you are going and judging something else. Does it seem crazy when you hear things who is judging? So be in the present, divine vibrators, and keep an eye on what you're vibrating high. At least in this portal, keep an eye on what you're vibrating high. Beautiful things will start to manifest in your life. Be careful, because when you are sensitive to things, eventually you will fall into arguments, eventually you will be in a state of sorrow, sad. All things will get accumulated very easily, so you have to stay in the present such that you have to take a decision whether it is required at this moment or not. So you have to be very conscious decisions will lead you to a beautiful, easy steroids manifestations, happy manifestation, and use it in a wisest manner ever you have been in this life birth. And do some service too. Stay in the mode of compassion. Stay in the mode of gratitude. I hope something helps you in this video. Share it with your friends who is actually going through in some hard times in their lifetime just because of the energy that is getting manipulated for them. Let them know what the real truth is. What the real truth is, nobody knows it. Once if they know, they'll get liberated. But this false reality will not let them know. Please understand. Sending you all love and light. Namo Himalaya.